If you at home want to know how to draw the graffiti S like these here, stick around this video because I'm going to be showing you how. Let's go. Alright, in today's video we're going to go through the graffiti letter S. Obviously my name being Sotep, this always comes first and in front of all letters. I have such a soft spot for this letter, so I'm excited to be teaching you how to draw the graffiti letter S today. Okay, the basics of the S is obviously that you thicken it up, like so. One continual shape, I would treat it that way. And now we're going to break it down and start how you're going to make it a bit more complicated and a bit more style. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is just block off the top. So draw yourself a rectangle, just like so. I find with the S there's so much you can do with it with bending shapes and adding things on. And now from the back here, I'm going to do a curved line coming forward, like so. This will be the most simplest of all forms I'll be showing you today. Then from the understanding of this, we can start moving up to more complex things. Okay, I'm just going to put like a back shape here, and then drop it back to the original shape we did. And from here, I'm just going to do another rectangle, like this, and this will be the bottom of the S. Like I said, this is going to be the most simplest one, but I'll just show you how I can take this simple form and then take it to further places later on down the line. Alright guys, I'm going to line this one quickly with the marker. That's the basic. So it's like all of them squish the S down, so you still have that form, original forms there. Put an add on there and you've already got a stylized S that could be used for graffiti. But the next S after this, I'll show you how to do something way more complex. Simplest S we'll be focusing on today. Now it's just going to open up and allow me to show you what I can do and what you should hopefully be able to do at the end of this video. Okay, so let's take shape 1 here, which we took, okay? Let's turn this and just exaggerate it a little bit. So just make it a bit longer and keep your wrist loose. Keep it really loose as we're doing this. And we're just shooting it back like that. Don't worry too much how it's shooting back, we're putting it in place, okay? Keeping it loose and finding shapes that haven't been thought of before. Okay, now here we're going to do shape 2, but this time loose again. We're going to bring it down to create this rectangle shape. And all it is building up on rectangles right now. I'm trying to keep it simple so you guys can see what I'm doing. As you can see now, we're starting to build up the top of the S. So from the second shape, the second rectangle, we're going to do this rounded off shape. And here I'm looking at aim for like the middle. So I'm going to put another rectangle here, like this. And now you can start to see it's all come together. To connect this, because it's a center line, I'm going to put a rectangle here, which now leaves it open to put a real cool curvature onto the left side of the S to balance it out. So here I'm just going to do a curved line, bring it in, and pull a shape into this center bit here. You can just have it just bending off if you want to. As for the back, there's a little empty space here, so I'm just going to put in a curved line here and have it overhang from the top. Like so. Just tidy up the front of the S here from the original shape. And here I'm just I'll follow that mistake line here and have something going up and a small rectangle on the front of the S. Like so, and build up on it from there. Just to me, it has still quite a lot of simple elements, but it's just a gateway to lead to more complicated letters and a great understanding of how to create your S and make it into something wild. Like I said, if you know of my actual style, you'll be seeing this sort of form of letter S quite a lot in my pieces. And it's great that I can actually now sit down and share with you how I actually accomplish this look. And to be honest with you, I can keep going forever with this. I can keep adding on it. I'm so familiar with the letter. And also, you know, if you have your own name, you write your own graffiti names, you get so comfortable with the letters you write, you can pretty much just turn up to a wall and start painting instantly and be able to put out something pretty cool. Okay guys, I'm now going to take the fine liner, go over it, and then we'll move on to the next S. Now we have the second letter S for the day, and as you can see how you can just take the simple form, add a few extras, bend it around, and you've got a completely new letter S. I love this letter so much. It's just so much fun to draw. Then let's do a third letter S. Okay, for this one, I'm going to take this first shape and bend it right up. Just like this. Really loose, not looking for perfect lines just yet, because later on I'm going to take the marker and pick out lines I want to keep. And same again, drop a shape here and have it come in down like so. Once here, I'm going to do a rectangle coming inwards. This S I'm going to have a lot more sort of leaning up, a lot more stronger. Instead of being more squished down, it's going to be more long ways. Like so. And here I'm just going to bring it back up. Another rectangle. And sort of have a bend shape come out. So now it's leading the eye from this side coming into this S. And have it come like so. And for the back of this, I think I'm just going to have the same shape as this and block it off on the top, making it a bit different from the other S's. And from the front, I'm going to do a little rectangle here and drop it in towards the top end of the S. And once you get all the fundamentals down, that's how quickly you can just drop an S and keep it fairly wild and loose and give it an interesting form. But from there you can go from the basic S, medium, and then to something a lot more explosive with a lot more attitude. Give it a cool front end, maybe some add-ons just coming off the bottom. And there we have it guys, all pulling in together nicely. Get your trusty black marker now, and I'm just gonna take my time and look for the fun points to go over and take the lines I want. One thing I would suggest here, which I've noticed is a little bit off balance when it's pushing too far back. So sometimes you have an off balance layer, you can just put a line through it, imagine it's in a square, and now with this I can readjust. So there's the center line, and I can just bring it way more closer in to the center line and balance out the sides so it fits a lot more squarely. Just giving it a way more better shape with a lot more balance. Marker time, let's go. Alright guys, another S for you to take and develop into your own. Okay, let's move on to the fourth S of the day. For this one, let's just try and do something a lot more looser in form. Just so you've got a variation of S's. For this, we're just going to do a loop round. So this will be the bottom half of the S. And we're just doing a really loose shape. Just give it a bit of weight, like so. And for the top, let's give it this rectangle once again and have it sit on the front of that shape. Now this is much more of like a street style graffiti if you're going to throw something up quick. Here we're just going to add a little notch and give this a bit more shape by just working with the foundation we put in place and rounding off those corners like so. Once this is in place now, I can add some extras. So here at the bottom, I'm going to give it another rectangle, almost like a wing shape coming in. And at the back here, I'm just going to block it off with a square. Just to fill out that shape and then build up from the front. Around here I'm going to have something coming off like a line, hitting the top and do a rectangle down going into the bottom shape. I'm just building up until I get to a place where I'm satisfied with it and think I don't want to go too much, because sometimes you can overdo with add-ons and it just looks like too much of a mess. Here I'm going to do a few rectangles coming off the back of this. Split that down. And let's throw in some drips here because it's got this nice rounded bottom, and we're just going to add some like effects, just give it a bit more stylized. So if you did the whole piece of this, it looked cool. Like I said, I'm taking it back to being simple again, and I build up through the letters just because I want to show you guys a variation of styles, so you're not there just seeing the same S get redrawn again and again. Grab your marker, pick it up, and then we'll start off with a much more complicated letter for the fifth, and I'll show you how to do something crazy for the sixth letter. And there we have, guys, that's the fourth letter S for you today. I just wanted to show you a different style with this, just to mix it up a little bit so you have more to pull from. Let's do the next graffiti letter S right now, the fifth graffiti letter S. And here, just do a rectangle shape, coming up so it's thicker this end and gets thinner towards the front. And here I'm just going to bend the shape down, the middle part in shape, keeping my pencil super loose, like so. And for the bottom half, I'm going to have it so this has a rectangle that connects this to the bottom shape. Another rectangle at the bottom. So it's really leaning towards the front. Like that. And at the back I'm going to give it some sort of wing-like shape. So it's really pulled back. And here I'm going to use the center line like I did earlier and bend the shape up like so. So it's got a lot of weight there. And coming down to the center. Here I'm just going to do a rectangle once again. And pull that in. I have a crossover as well. Yeah, the crossover. It's a bit of a shape you're going to see a lot in the graffiti world, so we use it. just to give it that unique feel. This shape is super skinny, got some super skinny lines and thicknesses. But once you're happy with it all in place, grab your marker and then pick up all the lines to get it finished. Five graffiti letter S's for you, all in position for you to take now, develop and make your own. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know for the final letter, I'm just going to let the camera roll on over the letter so you can see what I'm doing. Basically what I am doing as a worded explanation is I'm just taking bits from each S we've done today, combining it with the bits I really enjoy doing to make a final letter. And you can do the same at home, obviously, and yours will be completely different. Let's go. And there we have it, guys. That's 6 different ways that you at home can draw the graffiti letter S. I really hope you liked the video today. You learned a lot from this tutorial. Let me know in the comments which one you think is best, which is your favourite S. And if you go and draw any yourself, make sure to send them over to me over Instagram. As always, I need to say a massive thank you to everybody on the Patreon team, because without your support this would not be possible for me to work the whole way through the alphabet and teach you guys how to do so. So honestly, thank you so much. Any comments, any suggestions, let me know. And until next time, peace.